Hey everybody, welcome to our channel. Welcome to our living room.
Our tatami room.
We call this the tatami room. This is actually our
shoes.
formal dining area where it's all tatami mats. We have this low little Japanese table you're supposed to sit on the floor. This does not do any justice to my back. My back sucks sitting on
Nobody
this.
over 6 feet tall likes sitting in here.
Makes me feel like I'm an old man. We are going to do a Japanese wine tasting. Now, for those that don't know me, that are new to the channel or new to like seeing videos of me and don't know my history as a professional, I served as a wine professional and sommelier for 20 years. That was my occupation of choice. I started when I was in my early 20s and wrote it out until 43 years of age. And so I'm a certified sommelier with the Court of Master Sommeliers and spent a lot of my career in the wine business, both in the retail, wholesale, and winery side of the business. And I lived my last 10 years of my life in Napa Valley, which of course is where I met my beautiful wife, Raquel. And we gained a big appreciation for wine together. She's from a different trade altogether.
I do not work in the wine industry and never have. I just drink it.
But she certainly got spoiled living in Napa Valley working with a wine professional.
Yes,
Anyways, I do not know, to put it out there as a disclaimer, I do not know anything about Japanese wine.
We're going to learn.
We are going to learn, and we're learning right now on video with you all. So we're new at this as well. I do know that Japanese culture is a culture of perfection. Yes. I do know that over time, this area has been recognized as one of the better places in the world to grow grapes. So over time, I believe as the culture moves forward and fine wine culture comes into everyday Japanese life, that these wines will get exceptionally good as they perfect everything in life little by little, which of course is what they call kaizen, right?
Yes.
Little improvements over a long period of time leads to perfection and really good quality. We have 4 wines today, 2 whites, and 2 reds. I bought these at the store entirely blind, so I don't know of the quality level. I will say they average around anywhere from 1,700 yen to around 3,300 yen. So anywhere from about $12 in cost all the way up to about $24 in cost.
Depending on what day you check the exchange, yeah.
These are fairly inexpensive Japanese wines, and of course they don't represent probably what Japan does at the highest level of their production, but this is a good entry level selection today. We're going to taste the whites first.
Let's do it.
Japan, of course, is really well known for sake culture, and of course their sake is absolutely amazing. So we plan on doing more videos about sake as it goes. Let's start with the first white. What do you think?
Let's share that together. Okay.
The first wine is called Chateau Mercian. That's the name of the winery. And this is a winery in the Yamanashi area of Japan, Yamanashi, which is, from what I understand, closer to Osaka. Couple hours.
It's about 2 hours from us driving
northeast, right? Northeast of our house, about 2 hours.
On the Pacific Ocean side.
Close to the Pacific Ocean side. This grape variety is called Koshu. Koshu.
Hopefully he gets a picture
Koshu.
of what those grapes look like.
And Koshu is a indigenous Japanese grape variety. As Raquel mentioned, hopefully I can find a way to get a picture of this grape.
We just had a cloud pass over. Sorry, it just got really dark in here.
It's okay. So in terms of color, this wine has a very fairly light color from what I understand from the notes in the website.
Super light.
It was fermented in stainless steel, no oak treatment, for about 4 months was the process of winemaking in stainless steel. And so no oak, so the color of the wine is fairly light in color.
Super light straw color, almost see-through.
The wine on the nose is fairly light and doesn't project a lot of like intensity in its aroma profile, although there is some nice citrus notes.
It's very demure.
It's very demure. It actually smells a lot like a Pinot Grigio that you might find in the region of Veneto in Italy.
That's a good, I like that description.
Yeah, you know, like probably like a $10 to $15 Pinot Grigio, like table wine from Veneto.
Good white table wine.
Yeah, so it has like this, like kind of like
pleasant, but unmemorable.
Unmemorable nose, but
Yes.
like more like the citrus peels, maybe like a slight white peach and a white flower note, but not incredibly distinctive and powerful. On the palate, taste the wine on the palate. The palate. It's very bourgeois. This is a very serviceable white wine. Like
drinkable.
It's very drinkable and it glides across the palate. There's nothing off-putting about the wine in terms of like off-putting acidity or
there's no bite,
out of joint or anything that bites. I would just say it's a little plain for me and not rather like indescriptive. Like you can't give a lot of like flavor notes. It's very citrusy and has like this lemon pith and grapefruit pith like note to it.
But I bet really cold on a hot summer day it'd be really good.
Ice cold, this wine would slay with sushi.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Get some sushi. Open an ice cold bottle of this. You'll have a beautiful afternoon. But fairly pleasant wine. It's not very expensive. I think this wine rolled in at about 2,200 yen or something like that. So yeah, about $14 US, maybe a little bit less. So not a bad effort. Not the most memorable wine in the entire world. It tastes a lot like an Italian Pinot Grigio. Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the second wine.
Smaller pour, please, for me.
This is actually the second take of this video. We did this whole video prior,
and then like
my camera wasn't recording. So hopefully that doesn't happen again because the third version would be really sloppy. Okay, next wine. This is called Grand Polaire. That's the name of the winery, Grand Polaire. From what I understand, this winery recently underwent a large renovation in terms of their tanks, and they have gone to a fine wine mentality as opposed to like a mass production type mentality. So it's a winery that's focusing more on quality these days. This is in Hokkaido.
Wow, that's very cold. Like,
So
it's very cold.
Hokkaido is very famous for their skiing and their slopes, and a lot of people that snowboard and ski, they go up to Hokkaido, which is the northern island of Japan.
It's beautiful.
Which leads me to believe that this area of the world in terms of grape growing would be mostly cold climate grapes. In this case, the grape that this wine is called Bacchus. Bacchus, yes, like the god of wine, Bacchus.
How Greek?
I think, is it Greek or is it Roman? Yeah, either one of those. Dionysus and Bacchus, Greek or Roman.
I think Greek is the Bacchus.
Anyways, Bacchus grape. It is a hybrid grape. If you don't mind me checking my notes here, because I don't know.
These are so new, right?
It's a hybrid grape with 3 German grape varieties. Riesling, Müller-Thurgau, and Sylvaner. So 3 grapes that are combined together into one, of course, cross-pollinated to create a different grape variety known as Bacchus, which of course can stand the cold climate of Hokkaido.
My take is, being that this is in Hokkaido, this is either going to be great or terrible because the climate is so extreme.
Well, it's a little harsh up there. We'll see. I mean, the climate in Germany, it isn't always the best for growing grapes throughout the year, but in certain places like the Mosel, it really does well. So this nose immediately reminds me of like a German wine in the fact that it has like this slight little petrol note to it. But behind it is this like big lychee.
It's beautiful.
Lychee,
I love it.
rambutan, lychee, like tropical notes, star fruit.
It's a sweet, but it's an off sweet. It's not a sickening sweet.
White cherry, like Rainier cherry. Lychee is really coming through.
Or green strawberry.
It has like a green strawberry note to it. Very fresh, but you can tell by smelling it that it has the perception of being sweet.
But it doesn't taste overly it's not syrupy at all. It could have a little more acid, just a little bit more.
It does have a rounder, kind of oilier texture, a little bit fuller body than what the first wine was. Raquel is right. If this wine was a slight bit colder and it had a little bit more acidity, this thing would like really slap. It would be amazing. It would slap. It'd be an amazing wine. I do prefer it over the first white wine. I think it has more depth, more complexity. It is slightly off dry. It has a little sweetness to it. This would go really good with spicy foods.
Oh yeah.
Exceptional with like spicy Thai, maybe a spicy curry or Indian curry. This has actually got some really good complexity to it. It has more depth to it. Really like this wine. Vastly improved over the first, in my opinion. Nice stuff.
This is hard to drink before the next one. Mm-hmm.
She's getting buzzed. Okay. Let's get into the reds, which I'm really excited about. So the first red is from a winery called Chan Morris.
Jackie Chan
and Zach Morris.
It sounds French. I'm not gonna lie.
Chan Morris. Jackie Chan and Zach Morris came together
Japanese.
and they're like, "Hey, fuck it, let's do a winery in Japan." You know, Chinese guy with a kid from LA. Let's do it. Okay. So Chan Morris. Chan Morris is a winery that's in Yamanashi as well. So it's where the first wine was from, Yamanashi Prefecture, which is one of the more famous wine regions in Japan. So a lot of the wines you're going to find, Japanese wines, are going to be from Yamanashi. This wine is a grape variety known as, Muscat Bailey A. It's a really weird name for a grape. Muscat Bailey A.
Muscat's a dessert wine.
This is a grape variety that they created that's primarily grown here in Japan. And of course, they cross-pollinated it to create a grape that would grow in the soils and the climate of this particular area. But it is a cross-pollination of a grape known as Bailey, which I have no clue as to the history of the grape Bailey. Go ahead and Google it. Bailey, Bailey, like
Sounds
the name.
Welch.
And then with Muscat Hamburg, which of course
Austrian.
That's probably, Hamburg is in Germany. And it's probably, so Muscat Hamburg, I'm guessing is some type of offshoot of the Muscat grape that grows in Hamburg, Germany. Anyways, it's a cross-pollination of the both. Mostly, she says small pour.
Oh, it looks like cranberry juice.
So
I'm not surprised.
The color,
this is my second pour.
very light in color. This is like the type of color of wine you'd see in a 1960s, 1970s poster with like some fruit baskets and like a glass of wine.
It looks like fake wine. Let's put it that way.
It really looks to me like the color of a Beaujolais Nouveau or a Beaujolais Village. It's very light in color, very red, but not like rosé in color. But
it smells really good though.
Something you'd find in your grandma's cabinet in terms of color.
Not my grandma, she drank gin and tonic.
Big, beautiful, bold.
It's beautiful.
Big floral aromas right out of the glass. This really reminds me of Beaujolais, of Gamay Beaujolais, but a really expressive style.
Raspberry, all the tart fruits, anything tart fruit.
Red raspberry.
Rhubarb,
slightly underripe strawberry. Just really big, bold, really exuberant flavor. Amazing on the nose. Red fruits.
very ruby in color.
Wow, you could smell this all day. This one was actually extremely affordable. It was like 1,700 yen.
What is that in USD?
I mean, goodness, like
Google
$12.
Because
like
it
$12
changes daily, but probably about $12, which is insane. What can you buy in Napa for $12?
Nothing. Maybe a burger and In-N-Out.
Nothing.
Oh my goodness. So this wine is like, it tastes really like almost like Cru Beaujolais. It has like depth. It has good acid. It has extremely amazing aroma, like very bursting out of the glass. Good depth, good complexity, lots of red fruits, very fruity, but not sweet at all. It's dry as a bone.
It's delicious.
This wine would rip with Japanese barbecue. Get out the
yakiniku.
Get out the yakiniku grill.
Rip it out,
that Japanese barbecue.
Some
Pour
beef,
yourself a
some
big old
pork.
glug of this. This would be really good in the summertime. This is a good summertime
It's
red.
delicious.
You could chill it down, throw some ice cubes in it. You could even use it as like a sangria wine. This wine for $12 US is absolutely stunning, and I definitely would recommend.
That's a good idea.
The Chan Morris.
Chan Morris.
Zach Morris
You
would
can't
be,
forget that.
and Jackie Chan would be really proud.
We're gonna make sangria.
This is really good. Absolutely amazing. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's move to the final one. Cheers.
You have to drink some of my wine, babe.
Okay. This next winery is called Hojoyo. Hojyo. And this is coming from the prefecture just north of where we live. So we live in Okayama Prefecture in a city called Maniwa City, in a small town called Katsuyama. And about an hour to an hour and a half north of us, closer to the not north, it's kind of like more west.
It's to the west sea of Japan.
I'm always like not really ubicated here. Anyways, just northwest of us is a different prefecture called Tottori.
We want to buy a beach house there.
We want a beach house there. We've been trying to search for a beach house in Tottori. But up there's this big area where there's these large sand dunes, and it gets pretty dry up there. And they're known for growing grapes in the area. And this is from Tottori Prefecture. I would love to go up to the winery. Hojo Winery is the name of the winery. Hojo Winery.
Lots of sand dunes.
And this, from what I understand, after Googling it and looking it up on the back of the label, is Merlot. It's a 2017, so it has a little bit of age on it. And really beautiful label.
8 years old Merlot.
8 years old Merlot. So.
That's good. Thank you.
Darker in color. Definitely darker in color.
Definitely darker in color. It does not have the cranberry juice look.
Wait till you smell that.
Oh, that smells funky. That's very French smelling.
This smells to me like Spanish wine. This smells like Spanish Rioja. In fact, I don't know the barrel regimen or how this was barrel aged, which is probably the first. It is the first wine out of the three that was aged in oak barrels. I don't know if it was French or American oak, but off the nose, because it smells so much like Rioja, I'm guessing it was aged in American oak barrels.
I like it a lot.
You can definitely get that kind of like slight oxidative character. Reminds me of like a Reserve or Grand Reserve Rioja. This was the most expensive of the four wines.
How much was it?
This was 3,300 yen. So it places it just above $20, so about $23 to $24 US.
What can you get for $25 and
amazing depth and this smells like actually almost sometimes this smells actually like aged Bordeaux.
It smells delicious.
It smells like aged Bordeaux.
Remember when we were in France and we were doing all those wine tastings, the little local ones? This is delicious.
So imagine like a 10, 12-year-old Bordeaux blended together with a Grand Reserve Rioja Tempranillo.
It's soft.
Beautiful smell, man. This is by far the most depth on the nose of all the wines yet.
That's your favorite?
Didn't say it's my favorite. It's the most depth.
It has a little more to say.
The driest of the bunch.
Yes.
There is tannin and grip still, even though it's 8 years old. Good acid, good tannin, good length on the finish. I'm still tasting the wine. This really tastes like Spanish, and it really tastes like Bordeaux. Aged Bordeaux or Grand Reserve Spanish Rioja is what it tastes like.
It wants prosciutto.
Has good leathery notes to it. Good like prune and dark fruits and blackberries and earthiness.
This wine, I want food.
It's got great complexity to it. This is the best of the lot. But in terms of everyday enjoyment, I really like the Yamanashi red, which is like fruity and delicious and like really could be a like kind of a day sipper.
Very versatile.
Really like it a lot. But for dinner with some spaghetti and some spaghetti or bolognese and all that.
Or yakiniku.
Or barbecue as well, or some steak. This is the one.
Yeah.
Hojo wine. Delicious. I hope you enjoyed the wine tasting. We were semi-buzzed. We did the whole entire thing prior.
Second take.
This was the second take, so we actually had to drink quite a bit. Please subscribe to the channel. I also will put down in the description the link to my wine channel that I filmed for several years prior to moving to Japan. So if you're interested in wine and learning about wine and the depths of wine, you can link back and go watch the other channel. I'm not going to like pull down the videos or anything like that, even though I'm not actively producing on that channel, but I produced over 100 videos on the other channel.
A ton of videos, but we should do some videos on sake and sake breweries.
Yeah, which is called the Magic Time Wine channel. So I'll put that below. Anyways, guys, cheers. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll give more videos about wine and sake.